Good afternoon guys, hopefully you've had a great Christmas, but welcome back to your Subscriber Saturdays. Today we are taking to pieces my golf swing and what I am going to be working on next year. Yes, I'm a PGA professional, but I still want to work on things to get a little bit better next year, enjoy my golf that little bit more, and that's what we're going to go through today. Last week you'll have seen we went through James Robinson's swing, a very basic thing that he was getting wrong. In golf lessons in general, it doesn't always have to be something massive. It doesn't have to be that massive over the top that's causing you bad shots. It could be something as simple as James with just getting your alignment correct. And today for myself, one big thing that I want to talk about is a lot of people mention that I have got a relatively long swing, which yes I have. I've got a little bit of an overswing, and for me that's a very interesting thing because obviously a lot of people start to say, well, can you shorten it a little bit? For me, it only feels like I'm swinging the golf club to here, but obviously I know with momentum, it does pass a little bit and often goes quite long. But that's not always a bad thing. So if you're out there and somebody's telling you, oh, you need to get your swing shorter, you need to get your swing shorter, it's not always the answer. That could lose your speed, it could lose you a little bit of control of knowing where your club face is. But if that's not the direct cause of your bad shots, then for me, it's not something I always try to change. Because a lot of people say, okay, I can get you a little bit short, I can feel like you do half a swing. But then from there, it's really awkward. We're trying to fight it a little bit. On this occasion, I can guarantee it's going to go pretty close, but that would have been in the bunkers. It's not carried as far. Yes, the strike was okay and the start line was good, but nobody wants to lose that distance. If it's not costing you the consistency of right or left with a longer swing, then I don't think it wants to change. But one big thing I want to work on this year is from this angle. So it's from face on, which unfortunately I don't have any videos of for some reason, but what I start to see is that a lot of the times I start to move this way towards the ball. So instead of turning, I start to slide into the golf ball, and that's for me where I start to back up. And if I hit a bad shot, it's normally straight out to the right. And that's because I've gone ahead of the ball, I start to drag the club, and I'll leave that club face open. So for me, one drill I'm going to start to do is I'm going to get an alignment stick out in front of me, which I'll show you shortly, out in front of me, and what I'm going to then do is have a focus on that alignment stick. My focus there is to turn a lot more centered and keep my focus on that, and as I come down, keep staying there and more focus on rotation, not trying to get my head moving towards the target. So there'll be a lot of golfers who do that and start to go, right, I've got to hit at the ball, and we start to get into this position, and you can see from there it's very hard for me to get that club face to square up. A lot of the times I'm going to drag that club, have a lot of heel shots and lose them out to the right, hit a bit of a fade, and even maybe sometimes have that unnameable shot. So I want to get a focus for me personally is to start to feel like, if anything, I'm actually staying behind the golf ball even with my irons. And this is where it's feel and real. So yes, that's a feel, but actually really I'll still be transferring my weight through to that finish. We can see if I do that, I feel like, okay, I stay behind, keep my head behind that golf ball. You can see, if anything, that's launched it a little bit higher. I've still got into my finish position, and that's landed on the green nicely. Stopped pretty quickly, and you can see that that for me was a good strike. I've got through to that finish position. I'm on my left-hand side, and I'm getting some more height, and I'm getting some more consistency with that shot. And this is something that I've got to do with all clubs, so especially with the driver, is start to feel that, yes, I am staying behind that. I'm not lunging at the golf ball. Again there, a nice towering flight, coming down on the green, very consistent distance there, but look at this finish position. You can see I move through onto that left, and I'm still over there. Although I'm feeling that I'm staying behind the golf ball, I'm still transferring my weight. I'm not standing here and hitting shots, which I'll show you now. I'm going, okay, yeah, I want to feel like I stay back, and hitting that shot there. A little bit higher, a pull to the left because my weight's still on that right-hand side. And we'll see that on the video now. You'll see how my weight never gets across. I stay behind. That's what I see from a lot of people. So even though I'm trying to not slide into the golf ball, I want to make sure I'm still getting into that finish when I go through that golf ball. I'm still transferring my weight, because this is where a lot of people go for lessons and they don't necessarily understand totally the concept. They're being told to stay back a little bit, so they start to stay on the back foot, they never get the weight transferred, and it doesn't help you. So start to understand that we still want to get into a finish, but if you're someone lunging into the golf ball, 2024, hopefully like this video I've got on the screen now, then this is something good for you. Get a basket out in front of you, put an alignment stick in and have your focus on keeping your head in line with that alignment stick, not letting it get ahead there until you're through to your finish. This will help you understand what you are doing with that club face. Are you releasing early? Because if you start to see you're getting into that good finish but you're hitting a lot of shots left and hooking it a little bit, that means you are obviously releasing that club a little bit early, and we can start to time your wrists a little bit better. If you're doing that and missing it out to the right, that means obviously we're not getting that body turned through, we're dragging that golf club a little bit, keeping that face open. So you can start to understand what movements you are making. That's going to help you get better going into 2024. That's a good drill for you to do. It's something I'm going to be doing, as well as trying to get that a little bit more speed this year. But I know if I can do that and I can stop lunging at the golf ball, I'm going to be able to get the speed out into the club head, get that little bit more speed, hopefully get a little bit more distance. So guys, hopefully I can do that with my practice, get a little bit more speed, strike it a little bit better with my irons, hopefully get lower scores going into 2024. But this is going to be on just before New Year, so hopefully everyone's had a fantastic 2023. Thank you very much for the support. I really do appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber and you're enjoying the content, please do hit that subscribe button below. But have a fantastic new year, and I'll see you in 2024.